and markets regulator SEBI, we know that they've introduced this framework for platforms that provide execution-only services in direct plans that are offered by mutual funds. So this framework has been introduced to improve the penetration of EOPs while protecting the interests of investors. What exactly does this mean and how does it impact investors in mutual funds? Let's find out from my colleague Bhavya. She's joining us to break this down for us. Bhavya?
The Securities and Exchange Board of India has thrown an opportunity for fintechs to monetize the business of mutual fund sales to clients. The markets watchdog this week allowed digital platforms to either collect transaction charges from asset management firms or charge a flat fee to clients. The spawning of fintechs as digital platform for facilitating mutual fund transactions, a gap for regulatory oversight which the regulator has sought to plug. SEBI made it compulsory for execution-only platforms to register with the regulators. The regulator also barred such platforms from offering regular mutual fund plans to their clients. Now, according to the Tuesday SEBI circular that will be effective from 1st of September, no entity would be allowed to operate as an EOP without obtaining registration from SEBI or the Association of Mutual Funds in India, as the case may be. So what are the different kinds of categories of EOP according to the SEBI circular? The capital markets regulator has divided EOPs into two categories. The category 1 EOPs would need to be registered with AMFI, the mutual fund industry body of India. And under this category, the EOPs would act as an agent of asset management companies and integrate their systems with AMCs and registrar or transfer agents authorized by AMCs to facilitate transactions in mutual funds. These entities may act as an aggregator of the transactions in direct plans of mutual funds and provide services to investors or other intermediaries. The category 2 EOPs would need to be registered as a stockbroker with SEBI and can operate as an agent of investors and operate only through the platforms provided by the stock exchanges. Any entity looking to operate as an EOP can obtain registration under one of these two categories. What are the onboarding rules and boarding fees for these two categories? For category 1 EOPs, the requirement for onboarding of investors would be as specified by AMFI, and the entity would need to enter into agreements with the AMCs, which should clearly define their rights and obligations relating to EOP services. The category 2 EOPs, which need to be registered as stockbrokers, need to comply with the KYC requirements at the time of onboarding investors on its platform and take necessary steps including verifying the identity of its investors by requiring them to submit necessary documents. Further, these EOPs would need to tie up necessary arrangements with the stock exchanges, which should clearly define their rights and obligations relating to the EOP services. As per SEBI, the EOP registered with the AMFI can levy a flat transaction fee based on the quantum of trade, which would be borne by AMCs with an upper limit specified by the AMFI. On the other hand, the category 2 EOPs can levy a flat transaction fee, which would be borne by the investors within the upper limit as specified by stock exchanges. SEBI asked EOPs to maintain investor-level separation between EOP services and distribution services for mutual fund products at a product level. Therefore, an investor at an EOP's group level may either avail EOP services for transacting in direct plans or distribution services for regular plans of mutual funds.